Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Pup, and today we have our draft analysis for Season 12 of the EDC. Got invited back, actually. I was here for Seasons 2 and 3, I think partially here for Season 4 as well. Before leaving, finally got an invite back to the EDC, and we're playing in the Ignite division, which is Wi-Fi. There's 4 other skill-based divisions. You can go check it out. The Discord will be in the description. But there are a lot of really good battlers in here. Some that I have horrible records against, some that I've beat recently, played in like the PWC, GWA even. But it's definitely going to be a tough time. This is definitely my big boy league for the time being. And I need to prove it to myself after doing pretty badly in the GWA this past season. So like I said, this is going to be a Wi-Fi league. And we're running with Terra attacks, so pretty much just like 15 Pokemon or Terra Band. A ton of overpowered stuff can Terra in this league, just with, extra attacks. And I think you can get 2 Terra captains on your team, something like that. That's what we have on our team. And I definitely made sure to go out and spend a lot of points because I want to have the most powerful Pokemon. But yeah, I guess we should just go right into what we're going to be working with for this whole season. I really hope I don't have to drop any of these mons because I'm super excited to use this team. So I got a pretty late pick, kind of middling. I think I was like 8 out of 12, something like that. And I was fully expecting this Pokemon to be gone before me. People were even surprised that I took it this early. But I took Ogerpon, not Wellspring, not Hearthflame, not Cornerstone. But I took a regular Ogerpon with Terra. If you don't know, regular Ogerpon can hold any item, don't need a mask, so I can run stuff like Life Orb, I can run choice items, I can run anything. And if you Terra it, it can only Terra into grass, but it gets a speed boost, so you're pretty much having a choice scarf, but I mean, you're not choice locked, so you can be, choice banded, and then you can be choice locked and have +1 attack, +1 speed. And you also get that boost every single time you come in. Ogerpon can be used for a ton of things. Terra Grass Ivy Cudgel is going to hurt. It's got good momentum with U-turn. It's got knockoff, super power, play rough, all the different coverage moves that you might need. You also have spikes, spiky shield if you want to run more defensive, horn leech to recover your health back. It can run a ton of different sets, and although we can only Terra into grass, I think it's still going to be a really good mon, hitting a 110 base speed that's going to be boosted in almost every single match. Alright, so I'm only drafting bangers in this. So, after drafting a mon that, goes pretty offensive, can be fast, can also set up some hazards, I thought, let's play around some hazards here. So I'm bringing Goldango. Thought that would be a super fun mon. I've never actually used it, never laddered with it or anything, but it seems like it's a really good mon. Good as gold means it can't be defogged on unless they have a Mold Breaker Hawlucha or something. They can't rapid spin because I'm a ghost type. They can't mortal spin because I'm a steel type. Although no one else could really mortal spin anyways, spoiler alert. But Goldango is a really good mon. Very strong special attack with Make It Rain, 120 base power. It's got Shadow Ball, just really good typing. Recover with a good special defense HP. And even a decent defense stat. And its middling speed is pretty nice for my speed tiers as well on this team. I just think it's going to be a really solid utility mon that I can bring, as a sweeper in some instances. I can bring it Choice Scarf, Choice Specs, and just blow holes into other people's teams. And you already know, with Goldango, what am I going to pair it with? Glamora. So we brought Glamora in the PWC Season 10, something like that, and it went very crazy for us there. I loved using that Pokemon, so I thought I would bring it here when it has a great synergy with both Ogerpon that can resist the ground type moves, and Goldango that can obviously stop any hazards from going away. People might want to run a lot of heavy duty boots against us. We can use that in our favor, kind of read into it. But Glamora is really good. Another special attacker after Goldango, but gives us access to poison. You get toxic, corrosion, so you can poison any poison types or steel types. You also have Toxic Spikes with its other ability. You have Spikes, you have Stealth Rocks, you have Mortal Spin to get rid of hazards if you want. Just really strong rock moves, ground moves, and poison moves. It's going to make this mon really nice. I can see myself running Meteor Beam sets like I ran in the PWC. I can see myself running more defensive sets, running Corrosion Toxic, Toxic stalling my opponents. I run lead sets where I just set up hazards and die. And then hope the rest of my team can take care of everything. But Glamora really just does it all for us. After this, I figured, might as well go for another fast physical attacker on the team. Needed to complete my Fire Water Grass Core a little bit more, so I picked up Cinderace. Great Pokemon. Higher Ball is insane. It's rocking a great speed. Libero means it can turn into any type at once. U-turn, kind of that core with the Ogerpon, clicking U-turn all the time. Got Sucker Punch on this thing, High Jump Kick, Court Change if I want to, switch up the hazards a little bit more. My team is really hazard heavy here. What else can I do? I mean, I can really do it all. I have a ton of different options with this Cinderace. You can run it defensive, going with a Will-O-Wisp. You can run it offensive, both physical and special, because it gets access to a lot of good stuff like Scorching Sands, Electro Ball on the special side. So I think this mon's going to be pretty fun on the team. Just really a nice mon that I like to use to just be able to have those fast pivots. I think this team is going to be really nice with those. And this isn't the exact order I'm drafting stuff in, but, sticking with that fast pivot, I also got Cyclizar. And this is my second Terra Captain. I do have other Pokemon that could have been better Terra Captains on the team. Goldango could have been an insane Terra Captain that wasn't banned or anything. But I thought Cyclizar would be pretty nice, because with the regen, I can actually use this thing as a pretty decent wall. Maybe not wall, but a really good pivot into a lot of things. I could bring Assault Vest sets. I can just bring, even choice sets that I'm recovering that HP. I can bring leftover sets where I'm recovering that HP. I'm another spinner. Get to drop Dracos. I have knockoff, U-turn, a lot of really fast Pokemon. And I have a ton of coverage, so I can really, base what I want this Cyclizar to do off of each matchup. And the Terra really even helps with that. So I thought that would be super fun. I've seen Caleb use it greatly in the GWA, and I thought that it would be my time to use it here. And we have a ton of hazards, ton of pivots. I needed to complete my regen core, got the one with Cyclizar. Now I gotta get Slowbro, good physically defensive wall, since my team was a little bit more specially defensive as of now. Rocking Pokemon that like to run Assault Vests with that Cyclizar maybe. You have that Goldango, but Slowbro is the physical one. Unfortunately, only Slowking gets Chilly Reception, which could have been nice to have another pivot, but it is what it is. We've got Scald on this thing, Ice Beam, Future Sight, Thunder Wave. Those are literally the 4 moves that I'm bringing to week 1. Don't tell our opponent. But it's got a ton of stuff. Slack Off. You can run other coverage if you really need it. It can be just a good way to stop people from sweeping you with any physical attackers. You can run Rocky Helmet sets, Heavy Duty Boots if you want to just pivot around. You can run, Leftovers. You can run, Colbur Berries, stop any dark types. There's a ton of options with Slowbro, and I think it melds really well with the team. And at this point in the draft, I'm hurting on points. I mean, I do still have plenty, but I really can only grab 3 more Pokemon. I have to grab at least 3. But next up, I'm grabbing Vikavolt, staple for what I like to use. Something that I've loved to use since I started drafting, Sun and Moon days. It's not quite as good because, no Roost in Scarlet and Violet, but it does get Sticky Webs, which adds to our hazards. It has an insane special attack at 145. Gets a slow Volt Switch for us, which is really nice. Gets, Energy Ball and Bug Buzz as good coverage. It can always be a sweeper with an agility set. And it's a nice Pokemon that's going to be immune to ground because we have Cinderace, we have Glimmora, we have Goldango. All those Pokemon are getting absolutely destroyed by ground. I still have one more Pokemon that's weak to it in the back. So I thought I definitely needed something that would have some sort of immunity because we're not going to be switching in too much to that Ogerpon to try to resist. My last defensive Pokemon on the team is going to be Clodsire. I know doubling up on the poison types, but we really needed a good ground. I kind of wanted to grab Dugtrio, but it got taken right before us, which is fine. I mean, it would just be really nice with all the pivoting we have on our team, be able to get Dugtrio in, Arena Trap, get free kills. But I think it's nice to have a really nice special wall, unaware Pokemon, potential water absorber to just limit the opponents in prep. I get Toxic Spikes or Stealth Rocks or Spikes on this thing, recovery, Toxic on the opponents, Earthquake. I can even run Curse sets set up on them. I just thought it was really, really solid, even though it added another ground type weakness to the team. We just needed something that could soak up those electric hits. And last but not least is another really strong Pokemon. I had to grab Enamorous Incarnate here. You know, it really helped me secure my Season 4 victory in the GWA. And it's actually one of my favorite draft Pokemon to use this generation. Base 106 speed is really solid in the metagame. It's not like blazing fast, but this thing is definitely very, very strong. You rock a choice specs on that thing, it does a ton of damage. You go Life Orb. You also have Contrary Superpower that you could do. You can run Cute Charm and just set up with Calm Minds, be really annoying. Has a ton of coverage too with Psychic moves, Ground type moves, Fairy obviously, Poison type moves, Fighting type moves. You know, you really get it all, except for your other Stab and Flying, but who really cares about that anyways? But Enam is going to do a lot of good things on this team. It fills a really good role here, just being able to click buttons that really, really go unresisted. Alright, I know this was a short video, but had to get it out here to you guys. Battles will start going up next week. Actually already had the first battle, so I mean, be on the lookout for that because it was a really good one. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe because you're definitely not going to want to miss it. But yeah, that's about it for me. Peace out.